So the question is, what is self-love? If someone asks you, what is self-love? What will be your definition of self-love? I feel like generally self-love is just that inherent worth of who we are, how we show our self-compassion, how we show our self-kindness, how we acknowledge ourselves at every point in time. That is what I know to be self-love. So how do we love ourselves? I normally say, I love myself so much. But it's more than saying. A lot of times we tend to say we love ourselves, but maybe we truly don't. Maybe we love ourselves by saying it, but when it comes to the things we do to ourselves, and especially women, I'm talking to mostly to women this morning, men inclusive, but I'm a woman, so I understand that part a little bit. A lot of time we truly don't love ourselves. We think we do, but we don't love ourselves. And why I said that is I can say I love myself, but when it comes to situation, I beat myself up. I beat myself down. I talk down to myself. I look down at myself. I start to feel like, oh, can I even do this? Can I achieve this? Am I capable? And all that. And that's to me indicates not loving oneself. We live in a world where emphasizing external things, emphasizing external achievement is the order of the day. So if I go to school, I'm a lawyer and I do this business and I'm being successful in it and I look beautiful and I have this and I have that and I have money and I have all these things, it feels like, oh, now I'm enjoying myself. I love myself. But the truth is that self-love is all those things does not indicate self-love. All those things, the fact that you go on a shopping spree and you buy all the clothing in the store, the shoes in the store, spend all the money in the whole world on yourself, doesn't mean you truly love yourself. You're taking care of yourself. That's perfectly okay. But loving oneself is deeper than all the external things that we see daily. Is deeper than just living life on the merry-go. So the question is, I know what self-love. How do I love myself? How do I love myself out of all the external things? And that I come to self-acceptance. Self-acceptance is the only thing that can help us get to a place where we start to love ourselves. Who are you? What is that about you that you don't like? What is that about you that you don't appreciate? What is that about you that feels like I don't want anybody to know? But you know it cannot be changed. You know those things cannot be changed. So why not accept those facts that, okay, this is who I am? And I'm not talking about you going negative and saying this is who I am and doing all the bad, evil things and say this is who I am, because I believe that those ones are choices that we make. But there are some things about us that can just that cannot be changed. Maybe the way you work, maybe the way you talk, maybe the way you look, maybe how you grew up, maybe your history, maybe what you did before you got to this point, maybe the family you came from, maybe the type of jobs you've done, maybe the things you've done before you came to Christ. All those things can never be changed. They've happened or they're happening and it's part of you. So for you to get to a point where you start loving yourself and let God love you, you have to accept the fact that I've gone through all this, I've done all this, and this is me. And if you're wondering what are the steps to cultivating self-acceptance so that you can start loving yourself, number one, I say practice self-compassion. Practice self-compassion. Be compassionate to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself like a long rope to pull. Because we're human beings. We're not God. We're not perfect. There's every tendency to do things wrong sometimes, to do things differently than it should be. Don't beat yourself up. Give yourself some compassion. Be kind to yourself. Number two, I say embrace your uniqueness. Everybody is different in their own way. Everybody is unique in their own way. We cannot all be the same. Even two siblings are different. Couples are different. We are all different people in our own right. Embrace what makes you unique. Embrace what makes you different from every other person. Remember, the Bible says we're fearfully made. So whatever it is that feels like you don't like, but as much as you can change it, embrace your person. Number 3, start to set healthy boundaries. It's not everywhere that you will be. It's not everybody that is going to be your friend. It's not everything that you will do. If something doesn't align with the Spirit of God in you, if something doesn't align with your personality, if it doesn't align with whom God made you to be, set healthy boundaries. When you mingle with the wrong people, you mingle with people that do not appreciate you, then it's going to be hard for you to appreciate yourself. Number 4, I say challenge negative self-talk. A lot of time I've heard people just talk down on themselves, talk down on their abilities, talk down on what they look like, talk down on, I don't know. You hear people talking about, oh, I don't look so good, I look so ugly, whatever, whatever. Hey, we don't all look the same. We don't all look the same. I see people sometimes, I'm like, oh, that lady is so beautiful. That man is so handsome. That baby is so cute. That doesn't mean I will start beating myself and say, oh, why do I look like this? In your own right, you are who you are and you are beautiful and fearfully made. Always remember that. And lastly, which is number 5, nurture your passion. Nurture your passion. Whatever God has put in you to do, nurture it. Nurture your gifts. Nurture your talent. That means you're nurturing yourself. And the more you nurture yourself, the more you love yourself. So those are the steps to practicing self-acceptance, which takes you to self-love. What impact does me loving myself have on me? Improved mental health. The more you love yourself, the more you're putting yourself in a position of healthy mental system. When you love yourself, people around you will love you. It's hard for you to cater to yourself, to have compassion on yourself, to be kind to yourself, to speak good words to yourself, and others around you will be doing the opposite. And that is where setting boundary actually comes in. Because definitely when you are like that, you will roll with people that are like that. You will not roll with negative people. And when that happens, you are creating a healthy and you're nurturing the right relationships. The more you're happy, the more you are resilient, the more your potential shines forth, the more you are persistent in doing good things, the more you achieve greater heights. Greater resilience is another thing that shows forth when when a woman loves him or herself. And lastly, I want to mention enhanced fulfillment. When you love yourself, you become much more fulfilled in most things, if not in all things. Because even when you don't get to complete a thing or it doesn't come out as it ought to, you are not beating yourself up, you're leaving it into the hand of God, or you're doing it again because you know you are capable and you know your abilities. If there's anything I'm going to tell you, remember, you deserve to be loved. You deserve to be catered for. You deserve compassion. You deserve kindness. And that is what God gave to us. So be free to give that to yourself and have a wonderful day.